Shalom guys, and welcome to another update on the situation in Israel. So we begin with an amazing news from Jabalia in the Gaza Strip. As predicted, the elimination of Sinwar has created a domino effect in Gaza. Hamas militants on a massive scale started to give up to the Israeli army. You can see the two Merkava tanks here, and all of those people are Hamas militants that just waved a white flag and gave up. It's amazing that this is happening. Of course, this is just one area of the Gaza Strip, but as I said, the killing of Sinwar has triggered something that cannot be reversed. Hamas knows that their days are numbered and they cannot win this war. Israel is winning. Here is the exact moment when a Merkava tank fires at the building where Sinwar is. This is the moment he got really hurt. But the shot did not kill him, and a drone was sent to see who is inside. And when the Israeli army found out it is Sinwar, they were shocked. Here you can see this masked figure which is sitting. Later on, it turned out to be Sinwar. He is injured and he cannot get up anymore. You can see him here. So the drone just looks at him, and this is basically the last moments of Sinwar. He tries to throw a piece of wood into the drone, but that's not gonna do anything. I mean, he knows this is over. So this is the moment he throws the piece of wood, and soon after that moment, Sinwar is shot to the head. Now, the news media, when that happened, said that Israel got lucky. But we need to consider when this happened. The killing of Sinwar happened on the same day that a very important Jewish holiday started. Sukkot, the holiday of the tents, of the tabernacles. This is when Sinwar, this evil person, this Haman of our times, was killed. Now, I don't know if you remember this, but when Hamas attacked Israel on October 7th, it was Simchat Torah, Day of Joy of the Torah. And that was just after Sukkot. After Sukkot, we have the holiday of Simchat Torah. This is when Hamas attacked Israel. This is when we had all those horrible things that happened to the Jewish people. And now, at the beginning of Sukkot, we have the killing of Sinwar. I mean, if you call it luck, I don't know. This is, I think, something very important to remember. God has his appointed times, and he still acts. Evil will not prevail, and it will be punished at the right time. And the right time was the beginning of Sukkot in 2024. Amazing. Now, Hamas is almost finished. The most important leaders were eliminated by Israel. Here you can see still a few that are alive and are active. Among them, of course, is the brother of Sinwar, which may be the one that will replace Sinwar in Gaza. Now, where Mohammed Sinwar is, we don't know. We don't know if he's in Gaza. We don't know where exactly he is. The footage you are seeing now is of Mohammed Sinwar traveling with somebody else in a tunnel, driving a car in a tunnel. This gives you an idea how big those tunnels are. You are able in those tunnels to drive a car. So 2 months into the war, the IDF have released this video of Mohammed Sinwar. And this is not just a random guy in the Hamas ranks. He was directly involved in planning the October 7th attack. So the Israeli army is really interested in getting that man. And you know, this giant tunnel was actually found. It was one of the biggest that the Israeli army have ever found, and it was found in the northern part of Gaza next to the Erez crossing, so the Erez crossing border. Now, the Israeli army is searching for Mohammed Sinwar, and we don't know if he actually still is in Gaza, but we do know he was traveling those massive tunnels in the northern part of Gaza. So I will keep you updated on that, but we must move to our second topic of the day, which is an assassination attempt by Hezbollah on the Prime Minister of Israel, Benjamin Netanyahu. So what is special about this attack is that it was not a missile, it was a drone that was shot from Lebanon. And the IDF said that there were actually 3 drones. 2 of them were shot down, but this third one got through and it exploded near Prime Minister's home in Caesarea. Now, this was supposed to be an answer of the Hezbollah and Iran to the killing of Sinwar. But of course, it was not successful. Benjamin Netanyahu was not there. And his wife was not there, his family was not there, so they are okay. Nevertheless, the IDF treats this very, very seriously because one of those drones went through. And what is special about this is that this kind of warfare we have seen before. We have seen in the war of Ukraine against Russia, where a lot of drones are used. Now, there is also a second reason why this is very significant, and it is because it's a direct attack on the leader of Israel. Let's think about this. Iran, through its proxy, attacked the leader of Israel, which means that Israel now has the right to attack the leader of Iran. Now, will Israel do it? Well, that's the question. But it definitely is in the realms of possibility. So again, we have entered a new phase of war where anything can happen, because this is now, attacks on the leaders, the main leaders of countries. So of course, I will keep you updated on those developments, but we must go now to our third topic of today, which is the situation that is happening in Lebanon. So here you can see a map and you can see the very important areas that are important to this conflict. So Israel, Lebanon, and the Golan Heights. So just a quick recap, because it's important to understand the situation in Lebanon. Israel agreed to withdraw from Lebanon in 2006, so after the so-called Second Lebanese War. But Israel agreed to that because Hezbollah was to withdraw north of the Litani River. So the part of Lebanon which is south of the Litani River was to be Hezbollah free. And this was actually an agreed resolution of the United Nations Security Council. The resolution has even a number, it's 1701. Resolution 1701. You can check it out. But the resolution itself is rubbish, because the only one that is following the agreement is Israel. Hezbollah is not fulfilling any of its responsibility, and the security forces that were to stabilize this area are also not performing their job. So Hezbollah never followed the rules. They have never moved north of the Litani River, and they have not been disarmed as was supposed to happen in the agreement. And the control of Lebanon was to be taken by the Lebanese government and their forces. But that never happened, and Hezbollah continued to stay south of the Litani River and even pushed around the forces that were supposed to make sure that everybody is following the rules. But they are doing nothing in Lebanon. They just waste taxpayers' money, sit on their hands, and get pushed around by Hezbollah. And Hezbollah launches rockets at Israel. So this is the situation to the problem in Lebanon. So now when Israel answers Hezbollah with precise strikes on their military facilities, military capabilities, the security forces get all angry. How could you strike next to us? Don't you know we are here? Well, you are here and you're not doing anything, so don't expect Israel to also sit on its hands, because the civilians of Israel are suffering and Israel has had enough. So the situation looks like this. Israel has secured 5 zones in southern Lebanon, and they are controlling now quite a big territory, which serves as a buffer zone between the territory of Israel and Hezbollah. And the aim of Israel right now is to make sure that the agreement from the 2006 resolution 1701 will be fulfilled. If Hezbollah doesn't want to move themselves, Israel will force them to move. So, I hope that today's episode was helpful for you and you were able to learn something new.